Meanwhile, the Nigerian Senate has passed the 2025 to 2027 Medium-Term Expenditure Framework and a Fiscal Strategy Paper (FCP) for implementation by the federal government. The Red Chamber approved the expenditure framework with a total spending of 747.9 trillion naira and a new borrowing plan of 79.22 trillion naira, which includes both domestic and foreign borrowings. Correspondent Kunojo reports that the passage followed the presentation of a report by the chairman of the Joint Committee on Finance and National Planning and Economic Affairs, presented by Senator Musa Sani. The highlight of the approved recommendations of 2025 to 2027 MTF FSP include approval of a projected framework with an exchange rate of 71,400 to a dollar. The oil prices of $75, $76.2 and $75.3 per barrel for 2025, 2026 and 2027 respectively.
Following the criteria in the overview of the framework for revenues and expenses, the 2025 Federal Government of Nigeria budget proposed spending stands at 47.9 trillion, of which 34.82 trillion was retained. New borrowing stood at 9.22 trillion, which constitute both domestic and foreign borrowings.
During the debate, lawmakers demanded a reduction in the petrol prices against the backdrop of the commencement of the Port Harcourt refinery.
Of importance, I was part of the team that went to Port Harcourt to verify the veracity of otherwise as to whether the NNPC have started production. And I can gladly report, sir, it is commendable. No matter what you can say, you have to give kudos to the president, this particular president, for making these things happen in the last 27 years.
In news of the Port Harcourt refinery coming on stream and the loading reported at the base gave me very sound sleep. But what I was expecting is a push down on the prices of PMS and all that. Maybe because they just started, the PMS is still hovering around 1,100 naira per liter. And if they continue loading in the next 6 months, I have every hope that the prices will continue to go down.
I think we should go ahead and approve this projection with a pinch of salt. But it also means that we in the National Assembly, particularly this very, very distinguished chamber, Mr. President, should have its eyes on the ball, so that by March, we should be able to see the ways in which the macroeconomy is moving.
We see consistency, and these refineries are actually producing as they are projected to. Then at least by the first quarter, we should be able to see some significant reduction of pressure. But my colleagues, in this Mtef or in subsequent ones, or if we are to do an amendment, we need to find time to address the challenge of power generation.
The Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has now passed the 2025 to 2027 Medium-Term Expenditure Framework, Mtef, and Fiscal Strategy Paper for implementation by the Federal Government of Nigeria.